All right, we are going to take some time today to talk about um, celebrating holidays and celebrations. So, you need your social studies magazine called History, a Celebration. If you don't have that, pause the video and go get it. Now that you have it in front of you, we're going to go through just a few pages together. I'm going to let it record or play through, and you can follow along in your magazine as it's reading through.
Remembering from history, a celebration.
I'm going to turn our volume down just a tish and do that. There we go. Then we'll go.
Holidays are important days. On holidays, we celebrate our history. On some holidays, we remember special times. Independence Day is July 4th. We celebrate our country's freedom. Many places have parades.
What's something else you might do on the 4th of July? Or another way we call it is Independence Day. It's the day our country got freedom. So what's another thing that you could do on the 4th of July? Yeah, like watch fireworks. A lot of people like to have barbecues and picnics, that too.
American Indians helped the Pilgrims. The Pilgrims were thankful. In November, we have Thanksgiving. We give thanks for many things. More about Independence Day. Long ago, our country was part of another country. On July 4th, our country became free. People like Thomas Jefferson helped. Benjamin Franklin helped too. They said that the United States was independent. Celebrating heroes. From history, a celebration. In February, we celebrate two heroes. George Washington.
Do you know who either of these men are, and why do we celebrate them in February before they start telling us? Why? Why do we celebrate them? Yeah, they're presidents, right? This is George Washington, so we'll learn a little bit about him in a minute. And this is Abraham Lincoln, and they were both very important presidents. And in February, we celebrate what's called President's Day.
Washington fought to make our country free. He was our first president. Abraham Lincoln was president when people in our country were fighting. He helped keep our country together. George Washington. This is a famous story about George Washington. George Washington got an axe for his birthday. He chopped down a cherry tree with the axe. George Washington's father asked, "What happened to the tree?" "I cannot tell a lie," George said. "I chopped the tree." Father was happy George did not lie. This story is probably not true, but people still like to tell the story. They like that George Washington told the truth. Honest Abe Abraham Lincoln worked in a store. One day, Abraham Lincoln didn't give a customer enough money back. He went to find the customer. Abraham Lincoln gave the customer his money. No wonder people called him Honest Abe. We honor George Washington on President's Day. We also honor Abraham Lincoln that day. Columbus Day. Christopher Columbus lived long ago. He traveled a long way across the ocean. The trip was very hard. Christopher Columbus was the first to reach our part of the world from far away. In October, some towns have parades on Columbus Day. I have a dream. From history, a celebration. Martin Luther King Jr. helped make changes for many people in our country. We honor him on his birthday. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream. His dream was that all people would be treated the same. He worked his whole life to make that dream come true. He spoke. He helped make a law. The law said to treat everyone the same. More about Martin Luther King Jr. Many people went to a meeting in Washington, D.C. The meeting was called the March on Washington. It was about treating everyone the same. Martin Luther King Jr. made a speech. The speech is called I Have a Dream.
So, we will talk more about Martin Luther King Jr. in January when we celebrate his birthday and we honor him with a day. And we'll spend some time talking about George Washington and Abraham Lincoln a little bit more around President's Day in February. The main reason why I wanted us to start this was because we're celebrating Thanksgiving at the end of November. And Thanksgiving is such an important holiday to talk about, such an important thing to discuss because we spend so much time talking about things that we're thankful for. And today, I want you to take a feather. I sent you the feather, and you can write on the feather what you're thankful for. So write, I am thankful for blank, and write what you're thankful for. And then I want you to send a picture back to me, and I'll print off the picture and cut the feather out. And I take the feathers and I put them behind a turkey that I stick on our classroom door. So please make sure you do that so I can add your turkey feather to the door. And I hope you had fun learning just a few holidays and celebrations we celebrate.